Imagine this, you just dropped a hefty chunk of change, $30,000 to be exact, on an SUV, only to realize you've been duped. That sinking feeling? Yeah, it's real. If you're eyeing an SUV purchase, there are a few models that might make you regret that choice every time you turn the key. We're here to help you avoid making that costly mistake. Let's kick things off with one of the most surprising contenders. At number 1, the Jeep 4xe lineup. When you think about Jeep, you probably think of tough, reliable vehicles that are ready to tackle any terrain. But with the Jeep Wrangler and Grand Cherokee 4xe hybrids, Jeep's rugged legacy might not shine as bright as you'd expect. These hybrid models have left more than a few owners with a sense of buyer's remorse. Want to know why? Let's dive into what makes these rides worthy of a second thought. These SUVs were marketed as the ideal blend of Jeep's iconic rugged performance and cutting-edge, eco-friendly hybrid tech. Sounds like the perfect combination, doesn't it? Unfortunately, for many owners, that promise quickly fades into frustration. The major downfall of the Jeep 4xe models? The hybrid battery system. Instead of being the powerhouse driving this innovative off-road vehicle, it's become a significant safety concern. With reports of battery malfunctions causing fires, even the most die-hard Jeep fans are starting to question whether this hybrid is worth the risk. If you're thinking about getting a 4xe, you might want to tread carefully before making that decision. Imagine this, you're powering through a tough trail, feeling invincible in your Jeep, when suddenly you catch a whiff of something burning. You look down and realize it's your own vehicle. That's just the start of the troubles with these hybrid models. The issues with the Jeep 4xe don't end at the battery. Owners are facing a string of drivetrain failures that leave them stuck and frustrated, and that's not all. A series of electronic glitches mean these vehicles are spending more time in the shop than on the road. Mechanics are often left scratching their heads, trying to figure out what's wrong. It's almost like Jeep handed out a Rubik's Cube to fix, rather than a reliable off-roader. If you're considering one, you might want to think twice before joining the ranks of frustrated owners. If you're picturing winter off-road adventures in your Jeep, brace yourself for another unwelcome surprise. The 4xe models struggle in cold weather. Many owners have reported that the hybrid system's performance takes a significant hit when temperatures drop, leaving these vehicles less capable than you might expect. For a brand known for conquering all terrains, this is a major letdown. One report sums it up perfectly. The Jeep 4xe comes with far too many unresolved issues, making it hard to trust in its long-term durability. So if you're dreaming of taking your Jeep on a winter adventure, you might want to reconsider before heading out. For owners of the Jeep 4xe, it feels like they're shelling out top dollar for a vehicle that's more trouble than it's worth, unreliable at best and potentially dangerous at worst. The irony? Jeep's entire brand is built on the promise of toughness and the ability to go anywhere, do anything. Yet, with the 4xe models, it's like they've created a go-nowhere, fix-everything hybrid. Instead of being the off-road hero you expect, it ends up being a constant headache. For those who count on Jeep's legendary durability, these hybrids are a huge letdown. Now, moving on to another contender. Next on the list, the Nissan Rogue. This SUV might look good on paper, but let's see how it really stacks up. The Nissan Rogue may seem like the perfect pick for families and daily commuters. Stylish, sleek, and practical. On the surface, it looks like a dependable choice. But dig a little deeper, and you'll uncover a series of issues that have earned it a less than stellar reputation for reliability. If you're thinking about making the Rogue your next ride, you'll definitely want to hear what's going on under the hood. At the core of the Rogue's problems is its turbocharged 3-cylinder engine. While it boasts an impressive-sounding feature, variable compression technology, which promises improved efficiency, this engine has been causing more headaches than it's worth. It might sound fancy, but for many drivers, it just doesn't live up to expectations. The idea behind the Nissan Rogue's turbocharged 3-cylinder engine sounds great. Improved efficiency and performance thanks to its variable compression technology. But here's the harsh truth. It's overly complicated and prone to failure. Internal bearing and link damage are frequent issues, and when these problems arise, they can lead to total engine failure. Imagine cruising down the highway, everything seems fine, and then a strange knocking noise. Your power drops, and before you know it, your engine quits. For many Rogue owners, this isn't just a what-if scenario. It's their reality. And that's just the start of the troubles. As if the engine issues weren't enough, The Nissan Rogue's continuously variable transmission, CVT, adds yet another layer of frustration. This CVT is known for failing prematurely, and unlike traditional transmissions, it can't be repaired when it breaks down. Instead, you're staring at a full replacement, which can easily cost you a small fortune. The problems with the Rogue have escalated to the point where the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA, has launched an investigation into its engine failures. When the government starts looking into it, things are serious. If you're considering a Rogue, you might want to think twice before signing that deal. When the government starts investigating a vehicle, it's not just a minor issue, it's a red flag. For Rogue owners, this investigation is both a warning and a glimmer of hope that Nissan may finally be forced to take accountability. Owning a Nissan Rogue can feel like you're gambling with your finances. It's not a question of if it will break down, but when. And when it does, you're looking at repair bills that could easily exceed the price of the car itself. From costly engine repairs to expensive transmission replacements, the Rogue quickly becomes a financial sinkhole. If you're considering this SUV, be prepared, you're walking into a potential money pit. And let's not forget the emotional stress of owning a Rogue. Every time you turn the key, there's that nagging thought, will today be the day my engine gives out? That constant worry isn't what anyone wants from a vehicle that's supposed to be a reliable daily driver. For an SUV meant to offer peace of mind, the Rogue does the complete opposite. Now, shifting gears, let's talk about the Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. This minivan was touted as a game changer, merging family-friendly practicality with the latest hybrid tech. It promised impressive fuel efficiency, making it an appealing option for families looking to save at the pump. But does it live up to the hype? Let's dive into the reality of owning one. The Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid was marketed as the future of minivans, combining eco-friendly hybrid tech with all the modern features families crave. On paper, it seemed like the perfect blend of innovation and practicality. But in reality, the Pacifica Hybrid has become a cautionary tale, showing that groundbreaking technology is useless if it's not reliable. The problems begin with the hybrid system itself, which has proven far from dependable. Owners report frequent malfunctions, from the system shutting down mid-drive to complete failures. Picture this, you're on a family road trip, the kids are in the back, and the car is packed with luggage, when suddenly, the hybrid system decides to quit on you. It's not just inconvenient, it's a complete disaster. If you're looking for peace of mind on the road, the Pacifica Hybrid might not be the best choice. When the Pacifica Hybrid quits on you, you're left stranded, trying to figure out how your $40,000 minivan turned into a $40,000 liability. But the issues don't stop there. Even more concerning are the fire risks tied to its hybrid system. Problems with the battery pack and hybrid system have led to multiple recalls, as these malfunctions pose a serious safety hazard. The thought of your minivan turning into a fire risk, whether in your driveway or while cruising down the highway, is enough to give any parent nightmares. And if you think fixing it will be easy, think again. The Pacifica Hybrid isn't just unreliable, it's also a headache to repair, leaving you frustrated and out of pocket. If you're considering this minivan, be prepared for more than just unexpected breakdowns. You might also face a few sleepless nights. Chrysler technicians, the very people you'd expect to know these vehicles like the back of their hand, often find themselves stumped when it comes to diagnosing and fixing the issues with the Pacifica Hybrid. This leaves owners stuck waiting for weeks or even months for repairs. What was once a promising hybrid minivan now sits idly in the service bay while families scramble to figure out alternative transportation. The Pacifica Hybrid has become infamous for its endless recalls, practically setting records in that department. And these aren't just minor fixes, we're talking about serious safety concerns. Each recall serves as another harsh reminder that this minivan is far from the reliable family vehicle it was meant to be. If you're considering the Pacifica Hybrid, be ready for more than a few inconvenient surprises along the way. It seems like Chrysler may have rushed the Pacifica Hybrid to market before working out all the kinks. Initially marketed as the ultimate family vehicle, its reliability issues tell a completely different story. Families are looking for a minivan they can trust to safely and dependably transport their loved ones, but instead, the Pacifica Hybrid becomes a constant source of stress. Safety risks and frequent breakdowns overshadow any potential savings at the gas pump. Sure, the Pacifica Hybrid might help you cut fuel costs, but those savings can quickly be eaten up by the cost of repairs and the headache of dealing with unreliable performance. For a vehicle that's supposed to provide peace of mind, this minivan ends up delivering the opposite. The savings from the Pacifica Hybrid's fuel efficiency can quickly vanish, swallowed up by the cost of endless repairs and the emotional toll of dealing with its constant issues. It's tough to feel proud of your eco-friendly choice when your minivan spends more time in the repair shop than actually on the road. Now let's switch gears and talk about the Ford Bronco Sport. This SUV made a big splash when it hit the market, promising rugged off-road capability and adventure in a compact, stylish package. It quickly became a go-to for outdoor enthusiasts and weekend warriors alike. But behind that tough, adventurous exterior, there's more than meets the eye. Let's dive into the reality of owning a Ford Bronco Sport. The Ford Bronco Sport may have been built for adventure, but for many owners, it's become a source of stress and frustration, with a slew of problems turning dreams of off-roading into full-blown nightmares. The main culprit? Its 1.5L EcoBoost engine. While it sounds like a small powerhouse, it's become notorious for a serious issue: cracked fuel injectors. These cracks can cause fuel leaks, and in the worst-case scenario, lead to engine fires. Ford did issue a recall for the problem, but for many owners, the damage, both financial and emotional, has already been done. Imagine planning a weekend camping trip, only to have your engine threaten to turn your adventure into a disaster. It's a nightmare no one wants on the road, but it's all too real for Bronco Sport owners. You're all set for an epic camping trip, ready to conquer the great outdoors, when suddenly you notice smoke rising from under the hood. Not exactly the kind of adventure anyone has in mind, right? As if the fire hazard wasn't enough, the EcoBoost engine is also notorious for turbocharger failures and overheating problems. These issues can leave drivers stranded in the middle of nowhere with a vehicle that's supposed to be tough, but instead is anything but reliable. For a car marketed as a rugged off-roader, these constant reliability issues are a huge letdown. Ford has been replacing many of these defective engines, but for many owners, the damage is already done, both to their wallets and their confidence in the brand. If you're hoping for a dependable, go-anywhere vehicle, the Bronco Sport might not be the adventure partner you were hoping for. While Ford has been replacing many of the Bronco Sport's engines under warranty, the sheer volume of replacements raises some serious concerns about the vehicle's long-term durability. For owners, this often means countless trips to the dealership, long waits for repairs, and mounting frustration as their adventure-ready vehicle spends more time in the shop than on the trail. The Ford Bronco name has long been associated with rugged dependability and the ability to conquer any terrain. However, the Bronco Sport struggles to live up to that legacy. Instead of being the reliable companion it was promised to be, it has become a constant source of disappointment for those seeking an off-road vehicle they can truly trust. If you're after adventure, you might find yourself stuck in a never-ending cycle of repairs instead. For off-road adventures, the Bronco Sport feels more like a gamble than a reliable companion. Owners often find themselves wondering, will my car start today? Will it overheat? Will it catch fire? That's not the kind of suspense anyone wants, whether it's on a daily commute or a weekend excursion into the wild. Beyond the safety risks and repair headaches, the Bronco Sport also takes a toll on your wallet. Constant repairs, engine replacements, and lengthy downtime quickly add up, turning this SUV from a supposed adventure investment into a financial burden. What starts as a dream of thrilling off-road journeys can easily become a never-ending money pit. If you're seeking reliable thrills, this might not be the ride you're hoping for. Infiniti vehicles are often seen as the epitome of luxury, offering top-tier quality, comfort, and reliability. However, the Infiniti QX50 is a perfect example of how a shiny badge and a steep price tag don't always translate to a superior driving experience. Beneath its polished, upscale exterior lies a range of issues that could leave owners second-guessing their purchase. Essentially, the QX50 is the luxury version of the Nissan Rogue. While it boasts leather seats and premium finishes, it also shares the same problematic turbocharged engine. So, while you might be paying for luxury, you could find yourself dealing with the same reliability concerns as a more budget-friendly SUV. It's a sobering reminder that luxury doesn't always guarantee quality. The Infiniti QX50 might look like a step up from the Nissan Rogue, but underneath the luxury exterior, it shares many of the same issues. Both the QX50 and the Rogue suffer from the same turbocharged three-cylinder engine and continuously variable transmission, CVT, two components infamous for their unreliability. The engine's variable compression technology leads to frequent breakdowns, while the CVT is prone to early failure. In simpler terms, The QX50 is like the Rogue's fancy twin, with all the same headaches, just wrapped in a pricier package. For a vehicle marketed as a luxury SUV, the QX50's reliability issues are nothing short of surprising. Consumers expect top-notch performance and dependability in this price range, and when those expectations aren't met, it can be a huge disappointment. When you invest in a luxury vehicle like the Infiniti QX50, you expect peace of mind, not endless trips to the dealership. The irony here is hard to ignore. You're shelling out premium prices for a car that delivers the kind of reliability you'd expect from a budget model. It's like splurging on a fine steak only to find it tastes like fast food. Even Consumer Reports, a trusted authority on vehicle reliability, has given the QX50 a thumbs down. Its reliability rating is well below average, making it a questionable choice for anyone looking for a dependable luxury SUV. Reviews have pointed out that owning the QX50 often feels more like a burden than a pleasure, with constant issues overshadowing the luxurious experience you might expect from a vehicle at this price point. Owning the Infiniti QX50 quickly becomes more of a hassle than a joy, with frequent repairs overshadowing its upscale features. Infiniti, once a strong contender in the luxury SUV market, has seen its reputation take a hit thanks to vehicles like the QX50. By simply repackaging Nissan's problematic technology into a pricier model, Infiniti has left many customers feeling shortchanged. It's a move that raises serious questions about the brand's long-term commitment to quality. With the QX50, it's not just the high upfront cost that stings. It's the ongoing maintenance, sky-high repair bills, and the looming possibility of major issues down the road. For those expecting a reliable luxury experience, the QX50 might end up being more trouble than it's worth. What should be a long-term investment in luxury can quickly turn into a financial headache with the Infiniti QX50. Engine or transmission failures can make this SUV a constant drain on your wallet, transforming what seemed like a dream vehicle on the showroom floor into a nightmare for many owners. Despite its sleek exterior, the QX50 shares the same unreliable components as the Nissan Rogue, failing to live up to the expectations of a true luxury SUV. If you're looking for a dependable, comfortable ride that won't break the bank with repairs, you'd be better off exploring other options. With a QX50, you're more likely to find yourself dealing with ongoing issues than enjoying the luxurious driving experience you hope for. The Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra have long been icons of American automotive excellence, trusted, powerful trucks built on a legacy of rugged performance. However, recent issues have started to tarnish this reputation, turning these once reliable workhorses into a source of frustration for many loyal owners. If you're thinking about investing in one of these full-size trucks, it's important to know exactly what you're getting into. Despite their tough exterior and storied history, these vehicles have been dealing with a series of persistent problems that might make you question whether you're truly getting the reliability you expect. What was once a symbol of strength is now a bit more complicated, and potential buyers should be prepared for some bumps along the road. One of the major reliability issues with the Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra lies in their cylinder deactivation technology. This feature, intended to improve fuel efficiency by deactivating certain engine cylinders during light loads, might seem like a smart innovation. However, in practice, it's causing lifter failures and engine shutdowns at an alarming rate. Picture this: you're cruising down the highway in your brand new truck, confident in its performance, when suddenly a loud, wrenching noise comes from under the hood. Before you can react, your engine sputters and stalls, leaving you stranded on the side of the road. It's a nightmare no one expects with a truck that's supposed to be built for toughness. For many owners, this nightmare has become all too familiar. When lifter failures strike, they don't just cause a minor hiccup, they lead to serious, sometimes catastrophic engine damage. In some cases, entire engines need to be replaced, a repair that can run into the thousands of dollars. Even if you're covered under warranty, the stress and long downtime involved in fixing such a massive issue are hard to ignore. The problem has become so widespread that it has led to class action lawsuits against General Motors. Many owners feel that GM should be held accountable for allowing these defects to affect so many vehicles, leaving them with expensive repairs and a vehicle that's far from dependable. It's a tough pill to swallow when you're paying for a truck that's supposed to deliver strength and reliability. For a company that built its reputation on toughness, the sight of GM spending more time in courtrooms than on assembly lines is a huge red flag. The severity of the reliability issues plaguing their trucks is concerning, and it raises questions about their commitment to quality. As if engine problems weren't enough, the Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra are also dealing with issues in their 10-speed automatic transmissions. Rough shifting, sudden failures, and overall poor reliability have left many owners feeling like their trucks are anything but smooth operators. For vehicles marketed as dependable workhorses, these transmission issues are a serious letdown. It's tough to get the job done when your truck can't even shift smoothly, leaving owners frustrated and questioning if they've made the right investment. The reliability issues don't stop with the Silverado and Sierra. Full-size SUVs like the Chevrolet Tahoe, GMC Yukon, and Cadillac Escalade, which share the same engine and transmission components, are also facing these troubling problems. It's as if GM took a gamble with their entire lineup, and unfortunately, it's the buyers who are paying the price. It's hard to watch these iconic trucks, once the backbone of American roads, fall so far from grace. For decades, the Silverado and Sierra were the go-to vehicles for dependability, but now they're plagued with issues that have left many owners questioning their loyalty to the brand. The decline in quality is a painful shift for those who relied on these trucks for their strength and reliability. Once trusted by families, contractors, and adventurers alike, the Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra have now become a gamble that many simply can't afford to take. What was once a symbol of reliability has been tarnished by lifter failures, engine damage, and persistent transmission issues. Even with a warranty, the stress, downtime, and repeated repair visits can feel overwhelming. And if that warranty runs out, brace yourself for repair bills that can be downright astronomical. These trucks, once dependable powerhouses, have shifted from long-term investments to liabilities, leaving many owners questioning if they made the right choice. For anyone looking for a truck that can stand the test of time, the Silverado and Sierra are no longer the sure bets they once were. What were once the epitome of reliability, the Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra have now turned into a liability for many owners. With lifter failures, engine shutdowns, and persistent transmission issues, these trucks no longer offer the peace of mind buyers expect. For those seeking reliability, it's time to look beyond these once iconic models, because today, owning a Silverado or Sierra feels more like rolling the dice than making a smart investment. And it's not just the trucks. When it comes to full-size SUVs, the GMC Yukon, Chevrolet Tahoe, and Cadillac Escalade, which have long been the gold standard, are facing similar reliability concerns. These SUVs, once synonymous with luxury and dependability, are now raising red flags for potential buyers. Once regarded as the pinnacle of luxury and utility, the GMC Yukon, Chevrolet Tahoe, and Cadillac Escalade were built to offer spacious interiors, powerful engines, and the prestige that comes with owning a top-tier SUV. But beneath their polished exterior lies a less glamorous reality, a series of reliability issues that make these high-end vehicles as risky as they are expensive. These SUVs share the same problematic cylinder deactivation technology found in the Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra trucks. While this system was designed to boost fuel efficiency, it has instead turned into a major vulnerability, causing headaches for owners and tarnishing the reputation of these otherwise iconic SUVs. What was meant to enhance the driving experience has become their Achilles heel. Lifter failures and engine malfunctions have become all too common in these full-size SUVs, often leading to catastrophic damage that requires complete engine replacements. Imagine planning a family road trip, only to have the engine sputter and fail on a quiet remote highway. What should have been a smooth ride quickly turns into a nightmare. For many owners of the GMC Yukon, Chevrolet Tahoe, and Cadillac Escalade, this scenario is not just a fear, it's a reality they face far too often. But the issues don't end with the engines. The 10-speed automatic transmissions in these SUVs are also riddled with problems, including rough shifting and sudden failures. What was supposed to be a premium driving experience has instead become a source of frustration, as these vehicles fail to live up to their luxury promises. When you're shelling out for a vehicle marketed as premium, the lack of a smooth, reliable driving experience can feel like a major letdown. Even with these issues covered under warranty, the constant breakdowns and lengthy repair times can quickly wear on any owner. Instead of enjoying their luxury ride, owners are left making frequent trips to the dealership, watching their high-end SUVs sit in service bays while their dreams of smooth, uninterrupted drives fade away. When you invest in a Cadillac Escalade or GMC Yukon, you're not just buying a vehicle, you're paying for the peace of mind that comes with owning a luxury SUV. Sadly, for many, that peace of mind quickly evaporates as these vehicles fall short of their promises, turning what should be an exciting investment into a frustrating, ongoing headache. These SUVs were meant to embody quality, comfort, and prestige, but the reliability issues have left many owners feeling let down. Designed to represent success and dependability, they've instead become a source of both financial and emotional strain. While the initial cost of these vehicles is already steep, the real price tag comes in the form of ongoing repairs, engine replacements, transmission fixes, and even minor repairs can turn into costly endeavors due to their high-end components. What was supposed to be a symbol of luxury now has the potential to drain your wallet over time, turning what should be a rewarding investment into a continuous financial burden. Stranded, frustrated, and with wallets emptier than expected, that's the harsh reality for many owners of these troubled SUVs. Here's the undeniable truth. The true cost of a vehicle goes way beyond its sticker price. It's the endless repairs, sleepless nights wondering if your car will make it through the day, and the countless hours lost dealing with breakdowns. Whether it's the fire risks of the Ford Bronco Sport, the luxury letdowns of the Infiniti QX50, or the widespread failures in GM's lineup, these SUVs prove that what looks good on the surface can quickly turn into a nightmare. But don't fall into the same trap. Before you sign on the dotted line, do your research and make sure you're investing in a vehicle that will actually deliver. Do your homework, dig into reliability reports, check out owner reviews, and ask the tough questions about long-term durability. A shiny exterior and slick marketing won't do you any good if your vehicle spends more time in the repair shop than on the road. At the end of the day, a reliable car isn't just about getting from point A to point B. It's about the peace of mind that comes with knowing you can trust your ride. Stay informed, stay cautious, and make sure your next vehicle is one you can truly count on to get you where you need to go without the stress. So, which one caught your eye? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this guide helpful, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an in-depth review or comparison. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.